It's the beginning of the Canucks training camp, and obviously playoffs are all the talk once again. Even if 5 months ago this was the third worst team in hockey, they're hoping for big time improvements, and to do that, they're gonna have to score a lot more goals. This is the team that was last in the West last year, and that was a real problem all season long. They need a better power play, and obviously they hope Louis Eriksson is going to help there 5-on-5. But there were some other things that came out of today that were pretty interesting. One, Chris Tanev on the power play. Yeah, we could be seeing much more of that. It's something that Willie Desjardins, head coach of the team, brought up at the end of last year, and they kind of doubled down on that today, saying that he could be the right-hand shot on the first power play unit. That's pretty interesting, and I think also something to watch is where this team sees and how this team sees Bo Horvat. They need him to be a big-time leader this year. They need him to fill the void of guys like Dan Hamhuis moving on, and that's something that was brought up today. But they also need him to put up points, and that's interesting because a year ago, right now, the head coach was talking about Bo being a defensive matchup guy. I think he's kind of flipped on that. Today he was, said he couldn't help but notice the second half of last year when Bo Horvat led the team in putting up points, and he said today, you know what? I may be changing my mind. I may be seeing Bo Horvat as more of an offensive guy. They need a huge step up from Bo in that department and putting up points, because they do need that secondary scoring for this team to have any shot at all of making the playoffs. As it stands right now, I can't find anyone that has them in the top 8 at the end of the season unless they're in Rogers Arena. So for this team, I think to get there, that's going to have to change significantly.